Welcome to Mechwarrior Online. I'm Cyrus Hygon, and this is how not to suck horrible at Mechwarrior Online. I do not claim to be the best player in the game. I claim to have the most fun. One of the things that I find is really important about the gaming community as a whole, that I find we've lost as gamers, is the idea that the victory is the fun. And don't get me wrong, no one wants to lose. I love winning. I'm all about it. But I like winning on my terms. I like having fun while I do it. And if I can have fun and be victorious, that's great. But it's not determined by the victory. It's determined by the enjoyment of the game. So to that end, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do my best to demonstrate how to enjoy a play style. Sometimes I'll win. Sometimes I'm going to get ghosted in the first couple seconds of the match. Ideally, you will be able to determine whether or not that is something that you want to do. I play a couple different styles. My most favored is the ECM variants. This is one of my favorite mechs right here. This is the Phoenix Hawk 1B. It's currently equipped with 2 PPCs, 2 light machine guns, a ton of ammo, and a 15.5 ton XL300 engine. Now, this is my stick and move build. The idea here is that you are going 116 kilometers per hour. You come up behind the enemy mech, you blast them, and you move out of the way before they have the opportunity to actually engage you. So we're looking for opening up backs. We're looking for turning mechs, which prevents them from being able to engage our allies on the other side of them. We're looking to blow off components, blowing off arms, blowing off legs, anything that we can do to harass and assist our allies. Now, I played with this build a couple of times, and it still needs some tweaking to be what I would consider the ideal setup. It's only running 3 jump jets, just enough to be able to get up and over things, get into position where I can engage and move. Once again, that's the style that I'm playing here. It's the idea is you're getting in there, you're blasting them, and you're getting out. The Guardian ECM goes a long way towards that end. We're looking at a 45% target range reduction, which is beautiful. Skills on this are primarily set up in firepower, survival, and mobility. Alright, so you'll see left-hand side is all about armor. It's all about not losing a leg, not getting crippled. Mobility is very heavy into the speed tweak setup. Get that extra little bit of speed. We've got some operations, mostly just being able to engage, that kind of thing. A little bit of heat containment. And then over here is our big one. This is sensors. The enhanced ECM systems is a really big deal. If you're running ECM and you're not using these, you are really limiting the benefit that your ECM can provide you. So make sure that every point that isn't in one of these is put somewhere that you can really, really use it. Radar deprivation is all about getting that, preventing them from being able to lock you for too much longer after you've engaged. So if one of them does happen to turn around, sees you within range, and puts that lock on you, once you drop from visual, you'll be able to drop that, and with 116 kph, you might be able to get out of the way fast enough for them to lose you off their radar. Really big deal. We're going with an additional consumable slot, which I use for an advanced UAV and an advanced airstrike. Once again, it's all about getting behind them, using those to benefit your team, and then getting out. So that's what this particular playstyle is designed for. I'm using a medium mech, so it's not very heavy. It's still often dropped with the lights, which works out really good for me. Weapon groups, 2 PPCs, 2 light machine guns. Putting them together in just such a way allows me to alpha with the PPCs and then cool down and use the light machine guns. As you notice on the build, it does not have any external heatsinks. And that is to prevent me from trying to stand and engage. The idea is not to sit there and pump PPC after PPC into the enemies. That's not what this build does. The build is designed to get behind, pop them, move. And that gives you time for your heat to drop down before you re-engage. With that in mind, let's go ahead and see if we can't find a match and cause a ruckus. Now, one of the things that I really want to push out there is that, once again, it's all about having fun. If you're salty and you're bummed because you're getting your butt kicked because this person or that person didn't follow your particular plan, you're really not enjoying the game as much as you can be. There's more to it. The victory is great. It's all about getting that that huge adrenaline rush from the victory. Being the last man on your team alive, after having engaged and been useful to your team, that has a real good feeling that's associated with it. On this map, we're going to go ahead and go HPG Manifold because that's what everybody's going to go anyway. And I'm kind of partial to the domination style. With this, we're not going to be able to reach the high points. You know, we're not going to be able to jump up on top of the grand wall or anything crazy like that. Not with what we're packing as far as jump jets are concerned. But we are going to be able to possibly get around them and pop a couple points in and then move out. We're really going to be needing to take advantage of that speed in this one. The jump jets are just kind of going to be secondary as far as additional mobility. There's not a lot of obstacles in the way that we'll need them for. Alright, so what we're looking at, we've got a fire starter, that's cool. King Crab. Right on. It looks like it's fairly reasonable. How's everyone doing today? Emmy Boo is actually one of my friends on my friends list. I haven't talked to them in a bit. Awesome. Doing good. This is actually a stream video. Well, it's not streamed. It's going to be uploaded to YouTube. So if you want to see the game from my perspective, look me up. A little shameless advertising right there. Sorry, but it's got to be done. I'm trying to grow a channel. Don't want to be a millionaire or anything, but I would love to have fun. Let's see what we can do here. Right, no big deal. No big deal. It's just everyone's going to know that, you know, you rock, and we had fun. That's what I'm all about. The victory comes secondary. I enjoy winning. I'm more about having fun. Winning is fun by itself, but it's not the end game there. Ooh. So we've got some PPCs being thrown at us from long distance, right into our crab's face there. They got early into the center, which... Alright, can we get it to rain on Alpha? So for those of you who might not be familiar with common terms, by rain I basically am calling for LRM support. It's a locust, so it's really fast. It's going to be quite a nuisance if it hits the back row. Basically, it's going to do what we do in this map, but maybe even a little better. And we're going to try to come up right on top of him and put some damage on his face. Ooh, that's bad. Watch your back, it's got a locust coming at you. There we go. He's taking some damage. We're not quite as fast as a locust, unfortunately. Alright, now let's go harass the enemy just a bit. See what we can do. Ooh, they've spotted us. That's impressive. Bloop. Alright, let's get out of here. Ooh, give him my back. Not a good call. And they're raining death upon me. There we go. We got a Zeus out. And they took out almost all of my damage right there. Just from LRMs. Good spotter goes a long way. Let's see if we can't return the favor with an airstrike. Boop. Right there. And there we go. See, we just provided all that visual for our allies. And we're not really doing a whole bunch of damage, but we're not trying. We're just trying to get a little bit of engagement. That could be bad. Throw some machine gun fire into him and duck back. Alright, so that Thanatos doesn't see us. Oh, okay. He did get seen. I was wondering. I'm going to throw some damage in. And we're out. AMS pretty much saved our butt there. And remember, you do rotate faster while you are jumping, so use that. You'll notice me switching targets a lot. What we're doing here is looking for someone. Okay. Who doesn't have a lot of armor. Someone that we can expose. Like that stalker. Ooh. The one who's using the tag. And there's the missiles coming in. We're going to go ahead and try to hide here. Come over here and provide some support for our king crab, even if not much. Alright, alright. Let him share his armor. Shadow Cat, huh? Whoops. Kit Fox over here. Maybe we can... pull some away. It's a Phoenix Hawk with open legs. Delta is pretty much wrecked. Back, front, legs, the whole lot. And we're looking for crits here. And that's how we do that. And you'll notice they just do not see us. We are right behind them, opening them up. And it's just me. So this match is over. I've got a light machine gun with a little bit of damage. Yeah. And that's the game, boys. They wiped my weapon systems out very early on with LRMs. And so we look here, we got 2 components destroyed, 5 assists, 68 damage. Not anything super great. We did lose some player stats. And we look at the team. 410, 450, 400. These guys were definitely doing their job. A Raven pulling 410's not bad at all, especially with 4 kills and 1 assist. So when he was killing, he was doing it right. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to go ahead and change the mech up a little bit and try to get a little bit more consistent damage and a little bit less burst. Look at your mech, look at your build, and see how things play out. If it's not working for you, don't do it. So let's see here. We have 14 tons to play with. And that is the base for my build. That's really what I'm looking for when I do this. I love medium pulse. It's going to be a little more toasty, but that still gives us, what, 8 tons? So let's go ahead and grab, let's put an AC2 over here. A couple tons of ammo. One and a half tons with case. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what case does, it's going to prevent the ammo explosion from going further. So when this gets crit, which honestly with an XL engine, it's really not going to matter. If I lose my torso, I'm out. Whether that's left, right, or head, or left, right, or center, it doesn't matter. All 4 of these right here can end my mech. We're going to go ahead and save those. Go to weapon groups, and we're going to put that there. So this is our poke weapon. We're going to use that to reach out and touch somebody, and then the rest of this is going to be used to actually open things up. On the loadout we look, and it's a 1.27 heat management, which is not great, but it is awesome if you're just hit and run, like we were doing in our previous match. Probably be about 35 to 40% per alpha, and then I can use my AC2s to provide continuous fire. Here on the skills, pretty much everything remains the same. That's not going to hurt us at all. Everything else is okay. And let's roll. Great work by those other guys. I was really expecting to get popped a lot earlier than that and be able to show you some of the play styles of the other players, but as it turns out, we were the last man standing. Just goes to show you that ECM goes a long way. And as to what happened at the beginning, that tag laser, I mean, that's a big deal. Get somebody with a tag that you can visually see but you can't target, and you're going to give them a bad day. So they did a great job of utilizing those LRMs to pretty much take me out of the fight before the fight even began. And that's the way to do it. If you're going to use LRMs, that's what you're looking for. Since we are running a little hotter, we're going to go ahead and try Frozen City on this one. And Domination. Skirmish is fun, but when it comes down to you versus the rest of the people, you lose a little interest in the style. Also, Frozen City has the really open area for the AC2 to actually come into play and be able to rain down some fire on somebody. Even if it's just support, aiming, maybe knocking off a component or two. Hopefully we'll be able to pull that off. Great cover. Phoenix Hawks is a little tall for some of the buildings in here, so you can still get poked by LRMs properly fired. But you still be able to get out of visual range. And that's a big deal. So let's see here. We've got the Annihilator. That's going to be a big deal. The 1A, I want to say that has the, there's King Crab, but I want to say that has, I believe that's the 4 ballistic hardpoints. That's a lot. The Atlas, there is an Annihilator that has 6, and if that's the 6 ballistic, that's one of the gnarliest mechs to come up across in Solaris. A lot of firepower out of that. Alright, here we go. How's everyone doing? Alright. So again, our speed comes super in handy. You see, we're kind of leaving everybody behind. Not your greatest play, unless that is what you're trying to do. And for me, I don't want to be visually seen with the rest of the herd. I'm looking to circle around. Now, apparently I did not save my weapon groups, so you adjust that with your arrow keys on your right control. If that ever comes to be something that you're looking to do, don't leave us, please. Alright, well, they're actually calling for support, so See, and they're already visually seen. They've got fire going across, mostly in laser fire. Let's see, there we go. What do we got here? Oof. I'm really not a fan of this particular style of play. I don't like using the canyon as anything other than a place to shoot enemies at. So going across it or using it as actual your location, not really my style. Ooh, they got us for that. Alright. Eben Jag for us to play with. I'll be able to drop some damage on his face. There we go. Dire Wolf. And that's the end of him. Sorry about that. Alright. Got another Nova. Mad Cat. And here we go. And our boy is going to take care of that for us. 9 and 2, we got 4 kill assists, 169 damage done. Let's see how this plays out. We did not get a chance to use our airstrike. Let's see. Annihilator. 10 and 3 at the moment. That's a bad day. Yeah. What was that? 2 heavy gauze rifles? Yep. That will be a day ruiner every time. And that's victory. So you see, we really didn't do a whole lot of damage. Did you say Cyrus? Yes. It's my next purchase. It's horrible. Something that the other player brought to call is that I'm only using a regular standard mouse, so I have left and right, which is why my build is very simple: left and right. It's not so great for heat management. But if you look over here, we got 5 assists. We did 169 damage, which is not super great. In fact, it was the lowest amount of damage on the team. Match score was 121. but not bad. We were able to assist in a couple of real fights and get things going. We did overheat those 2 times. Not ideal. We're going to do one more match, and we're going to change this up just a little bit more to go like this. Energy. I'm going to bring these over to the small pulse laser variants. Don't underestimate the small pulse. They're actually really good. And since we have the extra weight, we're going to go ahead and take this and bring it up to the AC5. And that gives us 4.5 tons for ammunition, or sorry, 3.5 tons for ammunition, which we will use 3 of, and then we will grab one more double heatsink, which we'll put in that if we can. Oh, that's why. That's supposed to be a 1/2 ton. There we go. We'll noob it up just a little bit, no big deal. And we'll save that. There we go. Weapon groups. Take the AC5 over there. Yes. Quick play. Alright, let's see here. Anything but that. Let's go ahead and try for the desert. It's going to be manifold. I can live with that. I'm not a big fan of incursion. Just really not my playstyle. I want to kill mechs. I want to come around people. Turrets don't have a backside. So, hopefully we'll get some use out of our airstrike and our UAV on this one, like we did in the first, and our team will be able to capitalize on it. One way of avoiding the overheat is use your backspace on a weapon group that builds up a lot of heat, and what that'll do is that'll alternate fire as opposed to alphaing everything. And it is more efficient when you have more heat sinks. Not really running a heat efficient build here. This is about having fun. So, how's everyone doing? Good deal. All right. It is incursion. Yay. I'm going to go out through the middle so that they don't end up spotting me from either side and getting that early tag, early high damage volley onto me. We might make a peek at grabbing some of those energy tags and bringing them back. Never actually piddled around with that too much, but we'll see how it plays out. For the most part, we're just looking to get those early volleys and slaps in on our enemy. Okay, so we're going to come on over here. We're going to toss up a UAV. And that gives us the visual of where they are. And we're going to call an airstrike down right on top of them. And we're actually going to do it from underneath, which is something that a lot of people don't know you can do. I learned it from Molten Metal, another YouTuber that I enjoy watching. Really, really entertaining guy. And quite a player. Alright, we ran him off. There goes his leg. And there he goes. We're going to let it rain on him for a second. Oof. That's bad. Since this guy's going to let us get his back, we're going to go ahead and take it. Ended up losing a leg by running into a buddy, which is dumb, but it happens. Got another Hellbringer right here. See what we can do against him. We are not going to be going very fast. He wiped himself out. That leaves one person. Last one. No disconnect. He's running 16 ping. If you ever come in a situation where you're wondering whether or not you're dealing with a disconnect or not, you can always just hit tab, and that'll bring up what you have. Look at the ping. It'll say disconnected, or it'll say 0 ping. That'll give you an idea. There he is. Nope, that's a defense turret. Sweet. There he is. It's a Marauder, and he's wiped. Now we just have to do more damage to their base than they have done to ours, and we'll be golden. Our boys are moving in. Oh, there he goes, right there. Someone just railed that thing. And that's it. Good game, people. Alright, so 318 damage. We had quite a bit better showing. We had 1 the solo kill, 1 kill most damage dealt. Killing blows, 6 assists. Brought us up to 266,000, of which 88,000 is from premium time. 2,100 skill points, and 284 match score, which is substantially better than we have performed in the last couple games, which is about 4th by the looks of it. So, not bad at all. That one-on-one with the Arctic Cheetah was actually really fun. I could have used a little bit better accuracy on that. Mech seems to be working a little bit better with the small pulse lasers and the AC5. So that's probably what we're going to stick with. And that is the episode. So I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, by all means, subscribe. Send me a message. Let me know what you thought. Tips and suggestions are always appreciated. And I'll get back to you. Have a good one.